I'm like a kid on Christmas morning with the Ibanez Paul Stanley PS60 arriving so I can check it out to see what it needs. Let's check out what all's in the box. The instruction manual. There was an Allen wrench for the truss rod. They've got this thing bagged up. It looks so cool. Alright, let's get that thing off the switch. Heck yeah. This thing is beautiful out of the box. Hey everybody, I hope you guys are doing well. We're back with another video. We got this Ibanez PS60-SSL model that I unboxed, as you saw in the video. And today it's about going over this guitar right out of the box from Ibanez to see, what could be fixed and make it better playing, if there's any fret issues, if there's any issues in general with it. These are great for affordable guitars. Ibanez builds some great stuff for $500 and under, and this is one of those guitars. This particular one has the hollow flake finish on it, which is really, really cool. It's got the mirrored pick guard and the little plates on it. It's got a matching headstock, as you can see. And, overall, this Paul Stanley style guitar is really cool for someone that's just looking for an affordable guitar. It's got a black finish on the back. The finish overall is incredible. I mean, they did a great job. I don't know, the film and pictures just don't do these things justice, But anyway, I'm looking forward to getting this on the bench. I know that there's a lot of upgrades you can do to guitars like this, such as pickups, hardware parts, wiring upgrades, stuff like that you can make them better. We're not going to go into any of that on this video, but there's things you can do to these guitars to make them incredible guitars. Put them up there with custom shop level, as far as the playability and the sound and overall tones and stuff of the guitar. So without further ado, man, we're gonna get this sucker on the bench and we're gonna go over it, check the frets, check for high frets, check, to see, if we can get the action down lower on it. It's kind of high on it from the being right out of the box from the manufacturer. And, this is just one of those videos. Again, my videos are just to serve the purpose of letting you see if you order something and it comes out of the box, that if you put a little bit of money into it, you can have a really great guitar for little money. So anyway, without further ado, here we go. We're gonna get this on the bench and we're gonna check it out. And we'll go step by step on whatever we need to do to get this thing playing great. Thanks for tuning in with us. We're gonna put the straight edge on the neck, as you can see, and there's bow to the neck right out of the box. Quite a bit, and the action's high on it. Now we're gonna take the fret rocker and work our way down the frets to see if we find any high frets, and I'll mark them with a marker as I go. As you can see with the fret rocker rocking, there's a high fret there. Let's get these strings off. It's not uncommon for the tuner nuts to be loose or the tuners needing adjustment, so we'll tighten those down. We're going to be doing a fret level crown and polish, so we'll pop this neck off real quick. It makes it easier to do the work. Yes, even production model guitars put shims in the neck to adjust the tilt on the neck. As you can see, the screw holes are even wallered out in the neck, so I get to fill and re-drill those so they fit better. I popped off the truss rod cover so we can get the neck good and straight. Now we're going to adjust the truss rod. Put the straight edge on the neck and assure that the neck is straight. We use a radius gauge to check the radius on the fingerboard. Now we mark the fret crowns with black Sharpie so we can level the frets. This Sharpie on the crowns will show us all the high and low spots on the fingerboard. Now we use our radius block
to start leveling the crowns of the frets. As you can see, where there's black, that's low, and where it sanded the tops of the crowns, that's high. This neck is all over the place. It's important to repeat until all the black is gone off the crowns of the frets. After we're done leveling, we use our crown file to crown the frets. This file has diamond grit on it, and it helps round the fret over again so it doesn't have a flat spot on it. You have to be accurate with this. Now the frets are crowned. The next step is to dress the fret ends. This takes care of having fret sprout. This fret has been dressed. The one next to it has not. Now I'll go ahead and knock out all the rest of them. Dressing the fret ends makes a world of difference in how your guitar feels. Now we start the polishing process with 400 grit sandpaper, then 600, then 800, then 1,000, 1,200, 1,500, 3,000, 5,000, 7,000, and go clear to 10,000 grit to polish out the frets. Now we wipe down the fingerboard to get all the dust and grime off. We put fingerboard conditioner on and let it soak in. Then we wipe it off, and this is what the frets look like after polish. The manufacturer got super glue from gluing the nut on the fingerboard, so we cleaned it up and we're re-gluing the nut on now. I previously mentioned how they wallered the holes out in the back of the neck. I filled those, and now we're reattaching the neck. The switch wasn't oriented right from the manufacturer, so I loosened it, twisted it, and now we're tightening it back. Tuning keys needing adjustment from the factory is very common. We're going to go ahead and snug these up so we have better tuning stability, as I mentioned previously. Time to get this thing strung up. It's not uncommon for guitars that are production models to need at least a couple $100 worth of work to get them in great playing order. It's time to trim the excess string. Now we'll set the action. Now it's time to tune the guitar. As we tune, we have to stretch the strings. We have to work the nut slots to get the string height right at the nut now. Then more tuning. Put the truss rod plate on. Tighten those screws down. Adjust our pickup heights. And intonate the guitar. And then we're finished. It's time to check it out.
the Ibanez Paul Stanley model. PS60 is the model. And you know, overall, I think this is a pretty cool guitar. The finish was great from the factory, like I stated in the beginning of the video. And overall, you know, it needed fret work. I had to work on the nut some, had to set the action, had to set the intonation. I did dress the fret ends out. I did a level crown polish on the frets to get it, the action where I wanted it. There were a lot of high frets on this and a lot of low frets. In the video, you could see where when I was leveling the frets, where they were high and low. And so overall, I'm gonna give this guitar a B- as far as all the work that had to go into it. But I'm giving it a B- because it's just stunning and it's affordable. And you know, the thing is I like sharing with people that aren't aware that when you buy a guitar out of the box from the manufacturer, it still needs stuff. It still needs set up and gone over. The strings usually aren't very good. The frets aren't polished. By polishing your frets, it lengthens your fret life from dings and stuff, because you don't have the drag that you have when you're bending otherwise on, you know, frets that aren't polished. I did have to glue the nut back on. It fell off. The tuners had to be tightened. They had to be adjusted on the ends so they were tight enough where there was good tuning stability going on. But you know, overall, this is a really cool guitar that I unboxed, and I'm really stoked about it. The color is beautiful with all the metal flake in it. The video just does not do it justice. But anyway, once again, we're gonna be doing some more unboxing of guitars and doing setup work on them, playing them so you guys can hear them after they're done. I got the action super low on this. It plays great. You know, the electronics have some to be desired for. They're a little what I call brittle and shrill. But other from that, this is a great guitar for under $500, mind you. So if you're out looking for a guitar, I highly recommend some Ibanez products, because you get a great guitar for the money. So anyway, till next time, if you have suggestions of guitars that you want to see me unbox and see what's going to be involved in getting them set up and going, and kind of give you an idea of how much it costs to do it, please do so. Reach out. You can hit me up on TikTok. You can hit me up on Facebook. Of course, I'm on YouTube here, and I would be glad to hear your guys' thoughts in the comments. And I just appreciate you guys tuning in and watching and hanging out with me while I do what I love. Until next time, we'll see you all later.